Oh shit, you know who it is, Sam. So right now we're going to be talking about social skills and how unbelievably important that is. Basically, it's the most important thing. I mean, you have your skills, amazing. You have a certain skill set, amazing. Okay, so if you're ever going to have success on an instrument, if you're ever going to have any type of success with a band, or just with people in general, I don't care whether it's people you're dating, or it's people you're making a CD with, people you're on tour with, you need to have good social skills. Without those, you're ultimately doomed. You'll have a tremendous amount of scarcity, you'll never be abundant, and you'll never have options. So, learn how to be social. Now, what does that even mean? Well, most people don't actively work on their social skills. It's actually sort of taboo to do this. But the truth is, people want to be around a cool guy. People don't want to be around somebody. Okay, so I was just watching a video with Tim Ferriss, and he has a concept called the mall test. And it's if you see somebody, okay, no, let me step back. Somebody you're going to bring into your band or your life, are they somebody that when you see them in the mall and they don't see you, key point, are you going to go up to them and be like, hey, what's up, man? Or are you going to be like, oh, walk the other way to avoid them? Think about that. If you're not a cool guy, people are not going to want to have you on their CD. People are not going to do work with you. I mean, I can think of a bunch of different auditions where, or a bunch of different people who are like great players, but they're just frankly not the type of people I want to hang out with. And, that in itself repelled me more than their attractive playing. So I chose to not hang out with them so much. Your ability to go out and actively meet new people. If you're in a room with, if you're in a room with a bunch of guys who do music, or like you find out that there's like a networking event, how are your networking skills? Networking event is a place where you go to you're gonna go there and be like, oh, check out my CD, it's so awesome, and then Virgin Records is gonna sign you for a multi-million-dollar deal. It just doesn't happen that way. What's a much better approach is just being cool. It's being cool, being awesome, giving value, and being non-needy. And particularly when somebody has higher status than you, like if it's a record executive, what's going to happen is your brain's going to shut off, and you're not going to know what to do. So, that's just one of many notes. But basically, I'm going to be doing a series on being social and having social skills in music. So, that basically comes down to doing very active things to improve your ability to come across to people as very chill, very fun, very self-amused, key point right there, and something that and just people will gravitate to you rather than people will be repelled from you. If you go in there needing an outcome, like needing a new band, and you just like throw that out very hardcore, people are going to pick up on it and they're not going to want to be a part of your life. Versus if you're just very chill, very content, very humble, you're like, hey, like, what's up, man? Like, I don't know, like, say that everybody's drinking, you do something funny, like you walk up beside him and be like, I don't know, say that you met in a like a venue type deal, like a bar, and you walk up beside a guy, and you're like, I don't know, maybe it's not a bar, say it's somewhere quiet, you're all just sipping your wine, you walk up beside a guy, you're like, hey man, and then he's like, what? You're like, shh, hey, I'm an alcoholic. And then you drink some wine, like, this is gonna fuck me up. You just crack a little joke or something, and then he'll be like, and then you'd be like, I'm teasing you, bro, what's up? You know, just, you could do little things to bring value. You want to be already having a good time when you're talking to people, as opposed to going up to people with like a half-empty cup, like, hey man, like you already know his name, like, what's up, John? He's like, how do you know my name? I don't know you. The point is like being cool is far more important than actually having skills a lot of times in social situations. Think of it this way. A relationship is more important, and I'm going to put it in perspective. When you have a headache, okay, and you have the choice between like a Tylenol and like a generic blue packaged brand with no like label on it or anything, it's just like a blue random generic brand. Oh shit, what the fuck? And just like blow right through the fucking green light, dude. This fucking guy. This asshole that plays the planet. That's what happens when you live in the hood, man. I don't know what to say. You know, they just take the shit over. So anyway, yeah, like, it's way more important. Like, imagine Tylenol versus the generic brand. If you have a killer headache, you're gonna go for what you know works. You're gonna go for the Tylenol because you know what it is. It's not some off-brand stuff that may a freaking allergic reaction. It's the same way with relationships. If you know somebody, say that you went to high school, was a bass player, good bass player, say that you moved into the city, was available for a gig, which is what he plays, and then there was another guy who, you know, was even better than this kid, and he wanted to play with me, but, you know, I had just met him on Craigslist or something. I've never met him. I've only heard sound clips of him. Well, I'm going to go with my friend because I know him and we have rapport. Yeah, and that's it. You know, or go even further in the example. If it was a choice between a random skilled cat on Craigslist and a guy who, you know, we just went out the other night to, you know, the bar and we just like bar hopped and, you know, we had a great time together. We bonded over that. I'm going to choose the guy I went to the bar with. So you can create that little, you can create rapport very fast. You can get people to like you almost instantaneously. It comes with learning about social dynamics, learning about how to be fun, social, cool,